Hi there, it's Angel with Mystic Monarch. I want to do a message for people that are feeling alone or struggling with the Christmas season. It's not always easy for everyone, but let's see if we can't find some encouragement to be with each other in a hard time. So what I'm seeing here is sometimes we're in tough situations, and whether we feel like it's our fault or not, life and people can throw curveballs at us, sometimes right from the cradle, and sometimes it can just come out of nowhere, and there's loss, and there's grief, and there's struggle, but growth isn't always easy, and it doesn't come without struggle, but it is worth it. I'm also seeing you're not a burden. Share your story, your emotions. The right people will hear you. If you are alone, reach out, and reach out to someone else who's alone, who might need something, because you can share the burden, so it'll be half as heavy. No amount of love from someone else will make you truly whole. It has to come from you. I feel like sometimes it's easy to be so lost and to want others to support you and give you what you need, but it won't ever really truly resonate and strike a deep chord within you if you can't love yourself first. You can only receive as much as you make room to receive and believe you deserve. So love yourself first, and love others, and share the suffering, because the right people will hear you and they will be there for you, but and you can be there for them, but you have to love yourself first. Wherever life plants you, bloom with grace. So if you're in a tough spot right now, know that it's okay. It's okay to struggle. It's okay to be where you're at. You're still beautiful, wonderful you, and learning and transforming and growing. And just because the surroundings and the circumstances are not the way that you would like them to be, doesn't mean that you can't be who you want to be. And the right people will hear you. Let's see if there's a message in the chakra cards to help us implement this. What is spirit healing? A gratitude. So this deck doesn't necessarily need reversals, but it's important that we flip this around, that we remember the things we are thankful for, even if they're small, even if they're little. That's a good way to change your frequency and attract better things, that you might have more than you realize when you're focused on the pain. You might realize you actually have everything you do need, even if not what you want. In reaching out to people and being thankful for who and what you do have in your life, you will draw more of that. Let's pull a daily crystal card. Okay. Trust your intuition and get back into balance. Okay, well, I'm not sure what those are alluding to yet, so let's hold off and see where those go. My heart goes out to you if you've lost someone, or if you're estranged from people in your life that you really wanted to be with, or if you've just never really had anybody. We have allow yourself to receive. I feel like the most important love you can get in this life is the love that the acceptance you give yourself. Maybe you feel like some of the things you don't have are because of poor choices you made, and maybe there's some truth to that, and maybe there isn't. Maybe you're just being hard on yourself, looking for someone to blame, and it's you were taught to blame. But no matter what your past, you are still here breathing, which means you are worthy, and you were intended, and you're worth love. So start by giving yourself what you want to receive, to draw that energy from around you, because it's all around you. It's in the sun, it's in the grass, it's in a cat, it's everywhere. Just draw it in. Love yourself. Give yourself space to grieve if you need to grieve. Give someone else you love this space. Hold space. And treat yourself like you would someone you love. Oh, goodness. So 10 of Swords. So it has been a tough season. This is a card of death by a million paper cuts. You've been stabbed in the back over and over. Seems like from everywhere until you're just left exhausted. But 10 is also not just the culmination and end of a cycle, but it's you beginning a new cycle, because the part of you that you let be, the part of you that was attacked and the part where the pain got in, that is something that you can let that part of you die to be reborn. There is hope. There's always hope. But you've reached the end of this cycle of letting these things pierce you. And it's time to step up and step forward and really gain the value in your life. Take the lessons that you can learn from that, and be thankful for what you can take from it. This says get back into balance, and I think this has something to do with connecting with someone else and receiving love. But it's also to realize that, you know, there's rain and there's sun, and, you know, flowers don't grow without both. And so, bloom with grace. Let's see what else. What should we do with this 10 of Swords? I feel like I don't have the right deck for this. Let me move around here. I've got this groovy little deck. I'm not even sure what it's called, but it is fabulous. Let me dig this out. Okay. Alright, let's see. What should we do with this 10 of Swords? I'm just feeling this deep, numbing pain. Things work out better for those who make the best of how things work out. Things work out best for those who make the best of how things work out. So there's a certain level of life that we really can't control. And it doesn't always go our way. And we make the best of it. Success is the sum of small efforts repeated day in and day out. So don't give up. Keep at it. Just put one step in front of the other. If all you can do is just exist because the burden's too great, then that's okay. Give yourself a day. Take a bath. Hug yourself. Get in a snugly warm blanket. And recognize that each hard day is an opportunity for that rain to nurture you. It is just as important to your growth as the good days. And you have to allow it, and then let it pass through you and flow through you, because you can't stay there or you'll get waterlogged. The ladder of success is best climbed by stepping on the rungs of opportunity. So, let's see if there's another one that wants to come out. These are great little encouraging cards. If you don't go after what you want, you'll never have it. If you don't ask, the answer is always no. If you don't step forward, you're always in the same place. Yeah, so what we don't want to do is get stuck in the rut, but to take what we can and the valuable lessons from it, and to move through that and release it. Let's see, what deck do we need? You know, the pain, sometimes you just have to feel it before you can get through it. Beloved, radical acceptance. I feel like that's a main point right there. Radical acceptance. You just truly have to accept the now for what it is. And know that tomorrow the sun will come out and it will get better. It won't always be this way, because you can choose to not always be this way. And you can take something from it, and you can grow, and you can give that away. And every little step that you've done that is a victory, and is a testament to your strength and your grace under pressure, and that you can overcome. Time to replenish the empty well. Yep, you need to spend some time loving yourself, for sure. I feel like there's one more. Grace and generosity, and then giving it away. Because you will get filled up as you empty your cup of sorrow and replenish and give yourself space. You can accept that rain, and you can give it. It's life-giving. You can give that grace to others. I just feel like there's one more. What is the message that pulls all these things together to help us at this time? What do we need to know to move forward? Where does the strength need to come from? Okay, I guess two. This one. The cosmic womb, the divine feminine. So growth is, all of us start from a tiny little speck, and we become beings that can influence the world and eternity. But there's a quiet, there's a cave, there's a womb, there's a space that is held, that is protected for us to grow. And all of us that are here hearing this, no matter what our childhood was like, we had this, or we wouldn't be here. Maybe you got spit out too soon, but you started here in this dark, quiet place where it was nothing but space and nutrients coming to you, and you were nurtured by the very nature of continuing existence. And that force is always with us. It's always around us. And sometimes in that dark cave, it is a place of growing and developing, and it's really necessary. So reach out with your heart, with your soul, for the protective, nurturing energy that always exists and is why you exist. And you'll find it in yourself, you'll find it in others, but you will find it. It will come to you. And then rest in that. In the hand, the universe is your partner. So it will come. It is there to support you, to hold you up, to hold you safe. And know that you deserve it, and you can accept it and receive it, because it is for you, it is of you, and it's true. It's the truth. So let me see if there's anything else that I need to grab for us here. Let's look at, let's try one of these here. What else can feed us in this place? What do we need right now in this journey, this point in time? That one. Spiritual evolution, set your heart free. Well, let's see what that says. Where's the book for that? Sometimes I feel like this book has specific wording in it that's necessary. I'm not sure if this will focus if you want to read the whole thing. I'm going to pause for a second and read it myself. So sorry about that. My phone shut down. And I kept talking like you were all with me. So we'll pick up where I left off. So I read through this, and it talks about learning through life's experiences, good and bad, that encourage growth. The caterpillar to the butterfly. You must go through the transformation if you want to achieve butterfly status. Seeking something better in the future requires a little faith in yourself, and it's a process. It takes a while to build something that lasts. It also talks about emptying your backpack and removing things that are holding you back, healing issues. It's a gradual process. Right now, forgiveness is required Sometimes you must accept an apology you know you may never receive. Forgiveness will set your heart free from an invisible control that has been existent over the situation. It does not mean you forget what occurs, but it means you can live without it controlling your life any longer. So, it says to let go of the things that don't serve you anymore with love and gratitude, because they brought you to the point where you're ready to change and open your heart to be free. And that has reminded me of an amazing book by Sue Monk Kidd, who writes novels, but also writes these amazing, I don't know, meditation, devotional, I don't know even how to describe them, but they are jam-packed with grace when the heart waits. And it's all about the transformation in the cocoon and the deep meaning, and it's about the womb. And I just cannot suggest you read this enough. Every time my life gets dark, I read this again, and it is beautiful for healing. Incredible book. You go to any thrift store, dollar store, you'll find it anywhere, everywhere, because there's millions of these sold, and give them away as gifts. I mean, this is the book if you're in this place and haven't read it yet. And like I said, I kept doing the reading thinking the camera was on, but it wasn't, so I pulled some more tarot, and we had Three of Swords reversed, Balance, which is the Justice card, and we had the One of Pentacles. And I felt like this was kind of saying that your heartache is coming to a close, but it is also something it's really important for you to make space to actually feel what has happened in a way where you pull the things out of it of value, so you're not just left with this thorn in your side that's festering, but you pull out the thorn and you let the bleeding wash the wound so that it can close and heal and be done. And in order to do that, you really have to pull the good things out of it. And believe me, no matter how bad it was, even if the good thing is that it's over, or that it got you to a painful place that you're ready to change and heal or let something else in, sometimes we need to be raised down and pruned to the ground in order to bear fruit. So respect and honor that process, and give yourself the space to grieve and find the blessings. Justice card, the Balance, things will work out. This has all of the suits of the tarot here. Your spirit, your mind, your will, your emotions, and your physical expressions and experiences. So I feel like you really have to give space to all elements of yourself, and then to act on that, and to bring forth fruit from the seed, which is in a dark place in the womb of the earth, that requires the sun and the rain and the support. Where was that other card? The Cosmic Womb. And again, we have the hands. So there is a new beginning available to you. Same with this Ten of Swords. But you process your grief, you grab your gratitude, you share this, because it will bless someone else too, to know they're not alone, and for you to know that you're not alone. And from that, something new will come that is only made of the things you've gleaned, the best seeds of the last season, and not the thorns, which will burn away, and move forward. So that is what I have for you today. If you can hold on just a little bit longer and move forward in your journey, what is coming for you is Rainbow Blessings, After the Rain, and Follow Your Bliss, which is where you will reconnect with your true self. Find all the little bits of joy you can. Smell the flowers. If it's winter, smell them in the grocery store. I always do. It gets you through. And trust that there's a plan. This isn't all for nothing. This is all for a purpose. And the seed has to break to grow. The cocoon has to burst. It's okay. You're okay. You're in the right place. It's all right. I'm sending you my love. I'm sending you my blessings. All the biggest hugs. I hope, take care. And we'll see you next time. Thank you for watching.